So I don't have many opportunities to talk about it in this channel since I'm so busy talking about Sonic and Pokemon, and I'm actually a web developer by trade. And oh boy, I have things to talk about with the current happenings in the tech space. If you're a digital native, you may not have heard the term Web2, or maybe you only heard about it when people were gassing up Web3 as this cryptocurrency, blockchain, nebulous buzzword thingy. If you're an internet old man, you've probably experienced Web 1 and Web 2. And I'm going to spend a little bit of time to properly, and in a short manner, describe those two things. Web 1 was that period of the internet where websites were built with static content. The specs were not exactly clear, people did what they wanted to, and that included web browsers. Interoperability was a joke. It took a long time to recover from this, by the way. Databases were not exactly a thing for many websites. Server-side scripts, so things like PHP and etc., were not exactly common neither, especially for you and me kind of people, you know, the people using cheap or free web hosting. And then came Web 2, which made the web way more interactive. No longer were you just reading websites, you were posting things to those websites, you were creating an account, you were taking actions, you were using applications, looking at media like videos, etc. You were engaging in social media. The content is dynamic, no longer static. It is the state of the web as we saw today. And my ass thought, oh, there's gonna be a point at which social media will overtake every single more minor website, and we'll all just go on social media as some kind of internet address book, basically. And in a way, I wasn't wrong, I just bet on the wrong horse. AI is here, and unfortunately, unlike crypto, it is either getting or is already mainstream, and I think it's kind of already mainstream actually. And it has already shaped the web in a few forms. Just like before, content was made to be SEO compatible. If you've never heard that term, SEO is search engine optimization. It used to mean making your content in a way that most search engines would pick up on it and rank it well. And nowadays basically means so that Google will rank it well. And it has left an impact on every major and minor content website in general, except like Wikipedia, probably. Everyone writes for Google and you're just kind of an afterthought, you the user that's actually looking for information. And now people are writing for AI scrappers, which in a way is just like SEO2, Electric Boogaloo. But it was interesting to see happen. But that's not why I freaked out. A part of the web's traffic being geared to AI directly instead of the website that actually delivers the content is a problem. But it's a problem people are already facing with stuff like the Google recap. There's already a piece of the page that's on the Google search and has the information you need, so you don't get to the website in particular, which means Google gets all of your attention, the website gets none, no ads, no account, no nothing. See, that's already happening. So that feels bad because Google is nebulous and the goalpost keeps changing, but we kind of are used to figuring out what has changed or whether something has changed. AI is a lot more opaque. But, I was to a dev convention last month, if I recall, in France, about a big e-commerce framework that's very popular here. PayPal presented something that shook me to my core. It was a little conversation agent, an AI chat like any other, that was able to place orders for you on an e-commerce website. That was very impressive. Like from a technical point of view, I took a moment like, oh wow, okay, so that's interesting. There's probably some standards. There's gotta be a way to implement this. That looks interesting. And then I stopped and thought about it and I was like, hold on. AI have overtaken the content part of websites. A lot of people ask their AI agent of choice, which is often ChatGPT, for stuff instead of looking it up and cross-referencing sources and fact-checking. AI has overtaken some of the application space. People ask for AIs and again, often ChatGPT for tasks all of the damn time. And now even e-commerce? Man, I don't feel too good about this. I really don't. There's something that's like crazy to me to imagine that you could create an account on websites, do your government declarations like your tax forms, depending on where you live with this. I'm not sure I want to live in a world where I have to talk with a fake human to do anything I need. That shit is a bit scary to me because I've definitely seen a paradigm shift in terms of AI acceptance. People were asking me about it, like, oh, AI, so do you think it could benefit me? And I was like, too early, wait a little bit. Because obviously I have my own feelings on AI, but in a professional setting, I can't exactly put them forward. Then AI got a little bit more developed, and people were no longer asking me if it was a good idea, they were asking me to implement it. And they were like, oh, okay, I want AI generated content with like this. I was like, maybe put a validation step. And they got AI on their website, on their backend. Then you got AI chatbots, which, to be honest, existed ever since a while back. Just now it's like open AI chatbot instead of shitty closed source homemade AI. And now you get no longer any checkout process, no longer any shopping per se. The AI recommended a product from the user's initial query and then was like, oh, you want to buy it? Okay, give me your address. Okay, here you go. You bought it from PayPal. Like, what the shit? This is why I think websites, and I don't know in which time frame this will happen, but websites are no longer going to be made for humans at all. Or again, it will be a major afterthought. This is especially applied to like content-based websites, so blogs and news websites with a lot of quotation marks. The kind of shitty websites where you only go because you need one piece of information. It feels weird because I do remember. So I'm young, right? I'm really young, but I got on the internet pretty early when basically Web2 was already a thing. But there was a lot of websites that were still static, that were still in that ye old Web1 phase. This was when forums were booming. Can you imagine? People were going on IRC to chat. I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce that in English. But yeah, so seeing them shift to like making an internet of 3 major websites to now being an internet of 1 app that does things on the net for you definitely feels scary. And I know this is going to happen from the bottom of my heart. When people were calling Web3 crypto, I knew for a fact this was not even a fad. This was a fart in the wind. No one that was ever serious about their business, about their websites, about anything that they had going for them on the internet would go for that. It just made no sense. It had no real advantages. AI, for all that we think about it, has advantages. It has an install base that is very significant, and people want it. By a large metric, they already can or have it. So I want to say, okay, I don't know if I should bet, but I would say within a few years' time, I would probably see an internet of AI being built. And I'm not sure in what shape that would take, and would probably continue to evolve. But to me, we are definitely exiting Web 2, and I feel odd about it. And I'm really interested to see what anyone listening to this video has to say, either your experiences with like using ChatGPT mostly, or any other AI application as your main point of contact to the internet. Or maybe you're on the other side like me as a developer, and then I'm really interested into what you have to say. Or maybe you're someone that's hosting a website and are pondering what AI is going to do for you. I just think we should have this discussion. Well, we should have had it years ago. We should have had it 2 years ago. But second best time is now. We should be wondering what the internet is going to look like when it's made for AI agents to scrap content and functionalities. Is this what we want? Is this really what we want? Should we do anything against it? Should we try to steer it in a better direction? Should we put our foot down and say no? Should we embrace it? Is it okay for one single provider to have most of the internet's traffic? I personally don't think so, but reasonable minds can differ. Yeah, that's it.